she comes, I'm begging you. The woman behind that door, she's your mother. Your mother is alive.
What are you talking about?
There's no time, please. You have to listen to me before she finds us.
My mother died when I was born. I grew up hearing it my whole life. I've stood at her grave.
It was all a lie, sir, all of it. That grave is empty. I swear on my life, it's empty.
That's not possible. Why would you say this to me?
Because I can't watch it anymore. Go to that door, find out the truth, but go now. Behind those doors, the old servant's wing, she's in there. She's been in there your whole life.
If this is a lie, if you're playing some game...
I would never, please. Just look at her face. You'll know. Oh no, she's coming. Act normal, please.
Raphael, my son. What on earth are you doing in this old part of the house? This is the servants' wing. There's nothing here for you. Come, dinner is served. I'm dismissing this one today. A good servant knows how to stay silent. This girl has been talking far too much lately, filling the house with nonsense.
It's nothing, Mother. I just got lost in the corridor.
Why would she make that up? They told me my mother died giving birth to me. But I've never seen a photo. Not one. 30 years in this house. Portraits of this family on every wall. And not one of them is my mother.
Sir, come with me, quickly, before she sends anyone looking. There's something I have to give you. I've kept this my whole life. For her. She made me promise. She said if the day ever came, you had to see it. Look at it before you go to that door, sir, please.
A photo? Of me? This woman was my mother? All these years, they told me she was gone. And she was here?
She was always here, sir. She just was never allowed to open her mouth, not once. Not in 30 years.
Who did this? Who kept her from me?
Put that down. Put it down right now! Drop that photo, Raphael. That woman gave birth to you, but I am the one who raised you. Everything you are, you owe to me, not to some servant in a photograph. Who gave you that surname? That inheritance? This entire life, I did. Every bit of it. If you open that door, if you choose her, you spit on everything I built for you. You will have nothing.
You made me lay flowers every single year. On an empty grave! You let me cry for a mother who was alive, a few feet away, my whole life. You watched me grieve her and you said nothing. How could you do that to a child? To me?
I did what had to be done. A servant was never going to raise the heir of this family. Look at what I made you. Look at what she would have given you. Nothing. I gave you a name people respect. I gave you a life. She gave you blood. Blood doesn't run an empire. She knew the price of staying near you. The price was silence, and she paid it. 30 years, serving you, watching you, never once allowed to say a word, and she never complained, not one single time.
Wait, the woman who served me coffee my whole life? Miss Grace. The woman who brought me coffee every morning, who wiped my tears when I was a boy. The one who was always kind to me when this house was cold. That was her. That was my mother. This whole time. She's been right here. And I never knew. It's you. It's really you.
I watched you grow. I watched you fall and laugh and become a man. And I couldn't call you my son, not once. Forgive me.
You have nothing to be forgiven for, nothing. You stole 30 years from her, from me. So now let me tell you exactly what you're gonna lose, starting tonight!
Raphael spent 30 years bringing flowers to a grave. His mother watched him leave for the cemetery every year, and she was never allowed to tell him it was empty. She served him coffee every single morning. She wiped his tears when he was a boy. She stood in the corner of every birthday, every holiday, every worst day of his life. And she was his mother. She just wasn't permitted to say the word. Her name was Grace. 30 years ago, she was young, in love, holding a baby in a photograph with the man she married. Then the man died, and Grace was left with nothing but a son and no money to raise him. That's when Isadora made her offer. Not an offer, really. A cage dressed as one. Isadora was rich and childless and desperate for an heir, so she took the baby, gave him her name, and told the world the mother died in childbirth. She even bought a headstone. And she gave Grace one single choice: disappear forever and never see the boy again, or stay in the house as a servant, watch him grow up, and never ever tell him the truth. Grace chose to stay, because a mother who can watch her son from across a room will take that over, never seeing his face again. That was the price. Silence, and she paid it for 3 decades. Raphael found out because one servant couldn't carry it anymore. Maya kept a photograph Grace had hidden for years, the only proof left. And one afternoon, she put it in his hands and told him to open a door. What Isadora never planned for was what kind of man Raphael became. She raised him in cold marble, but Grace raised him too in the small ways she was allowed. A kind word, a warm plate. 30 years of quiet love smuggled to a boy who thought his mother was dead. So, when the truth came out, Raphael didn't choose the empire. He chose the woman in the purple shawl. By the end of that night, everything Isadora built came apart. Raphael was the legal heir, and the moment he learned the truth, every asset, every account, every deed ran through him. He didn't scream. He did something worse for a woman like Isadora. He made calls, lawyers, the story, the photograph, the empty grave with a name on it and no body beneath it. Isadora spent 30 years believing money made her untouchable. She found out in one night that it only works until the person you wronged is the one holding the keys. Grace never went back to that room. Raphael carried her out of the servants' wing himself, and the woman who spent 30 years serving in silence spent the rest of her life being called what she always was: Mom. Maya didn't lose her job. Raphael made sure she never worked another day in her life for anyone but herself. Here's the part that should sit with you. Grace could have left. 30 years ago, she could have walked away, kept her pride, started over, and never swallowed a single insult. She stayed and suffered instead, quietly, for one reason: so that her son would never be alone in that cold house, even if he never knew the woman in the corner was the one person there who truly loved him. So ask yourself something. Who in your life has been standing in the corner, quietly, for years, loving you in ways you never noticed and never thanked them for? The person who serves and asks for nothing, the one you look right through. What would it do to you to find out too late exactly who they were, and what's stopping you from finding out now, while there's still time to say it?